Our top story tonight, Jacksonville City Council members finally got answers to their questions regarding the process of removing the Confederate monument from Springfield Park. It was a move that happened last month. They asked the General Counsel questions about his legal opinion on the matter during a workshop this morning.
Our Riley Phillips sat in on that meeting and she's joining us live now. She's at Springfield Park. And Riley, what were some of the key takeaways from this meeting?
Yes, a lot of questions were asked, but the biggest concerns were the safety of the community while the monument was being removed and the differences between the two legal opinions that were written by the General Counsel, which is something he actually apologized for today.
There was a mistake made on my part by not incorporating my team that had the expertise and the knowledge of how the process works.
Michael Fackler, the General Counsel for the City of Jacksonville, saying sorry to council members over what they say was a breach of trust.
It wasn't so much that I was concerned about agreeing with the mayor, it's that I had provided her with legal advice that I was concerned now was wrong.
City Council members wanted to know why Fackler's initial legal opinion, outlining his reasoning for advising the mayor on the monument removal, was different from the version he formally submitted to the council on January 16th. Staff in the Office of the General Counsel were questioned on whether they felt political pressure by the mayor to make changes to the opinion. Fackler says there was no pressure from the mayor and he should have been more thorough when compiling supporting information.
The second opinion is consistent with the code. It's consistent, and so it's the advice I gave was correct for the wrong reason.
City Council President Ron Salem says he appreciates Fackler's apology, but he still believes the mayor influenced the change in opinion. Salem also brought up the question of safety during the removal process, asking Sheriff T.K. Waters to speak before City Council. There was security at the park during the monument removal on December 27th, provided by First Coast Security, and the construction company hired one JSO officer for a, quote, park project. But Sheriff Waters says he wished he was told the removal was happening so he could have provided more protection.
Had I known what was going to take place, first I would have made sure that everything was in order, and then made sure we had enough, considering the volatile nature of what was happening.
I asked President Salem if he was satisfied with the answers given during today's workshop, and he told me he was. But as for what happens next, he says he will need to hear from his colleagues.
I am not in favor of putting the monuments back up, but the process was a bad process that we went through.
And Mayor Deegan did respond to the information that came out of this meeting today with a statement. She said there was adequate security at the site while the monument was being removed and there were no incidents. She also said she did not pressure the General Counsel in any way after the initial opinion was provided. Live in Jacksonville, Riley Phillips, First Coast News on your side.